Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever time it is for you guys. This is Cindy at Cindy's Place, and I'm making this video as my entry into the Grow Something New challenge for the Garden Gurus Network. I saw this on Jules, and I saw this on MB's videos and what they were planting. And so what I think I'm going to do is, I've always wanted to try this. I've heard about this plant. It looks a little worse for wear because I had to order it and it came in the mail, and it looks like it had quite the trip. So I'm hoping that it recovers and bounces back. As you can see, my starts for my garden is taking over my house. This is my kitchen. And if the wind and the snow and all the crappy weather that we're having in northern Nevada would let up a little bit, maybe I could get my garden going. And I'm waiting for my boys to come over and help me put the cover back on my greenhouse, because we had some horrible winds recently, and it just tore the whole plastic off the top of my greenhouse. It's in shreds. So I'm waiting for them to come on over and help me get that back on, and I can get all this stuff out of here. I'm telling you, it's like a jungle in my house. But anyway, this is Longevity Spinach. See if you can see a little bit better there. Like I said, it looks a little worse for wear. The postal system was not kind to it. But I've got some pots ready here, and I'm going to plant these today. This is the package it comes in. And the roots are damp, but let me show you what they look like. You can see they were in little tiny starter pots, and they look like healthy plants, except for the leaves are a bit battered due to its journey. So we're going to plant this right in here. And I'm going to get this all watered down when I'm done. And I got 3 of them, hoping that I can get one to live at least. But these are really interesting plants. They're super heat tolerant greens. They're native to China, Southeast Asia, and Africa. And it's a nutritious source of edible greens, just like spinach, when all else is destroyed by summer heat. So, which is perfect for my area. Believe it or not, it does get hot here. We got snow yesterday, could not believe it. So I'm going to put these guys in my pots. And here's little guy number 2. Oh, he looks terrible. Look at the leaves. Poor little guy. I hope he makes it. I would hate to think that the post office killed my plants. I mean, how could that ever happen, right? And I'm using some rich potting mix, and I did put some compost in it, and a little bit of sand, and some eggshells, crushed eggshells, and a little bit of coffee grounds. And that's what I put in my potting mix. So here's number 2. And my 3rd little guy, poor thing, he looks a little better, but not much. Gonna get him down in this pot here. Get him all nice and snug, and then I'm gonna give these guys a good watering and see what happens. But this is my something new, Longevity Spinach. You plant it in full, seriously people, I can talk. You put it in full to partial sun, and you have to have plenty of water. It's perennial in frost-free climates. That would be like southern climates, well, like, you know, they're used to being in Africa, Southeast Asia, that kind of thing, where they don't get a lot of frost and snow. And they're perennial, will grow year-round, these individual plants, if you are in those territories. However, I am in northern Nevada, so we do get full seasons. And like I said, it's still cold. Um, Amazingly, next week it's supposed to get hotter, I hope. And then into summer, these guys are going to be put in the shade and probably kept in the greenhouse to protect them against the winds. They're semi upright. As you see, they've got like stems, they're like sticks, and they're pretty. When you feel them, they feel like a tree start. It's a very hard stick type thing, and they can grow to 17 inches tall. However, let me show you a picture. So you can see that sometimes they actually get to be, I'm trying to find a spot here where you can see, to probably about 5 feet tall. And you can, they bush out pretty big. And what this is spinach. These are spinach leaves. And you harvest the spinach and they just continue to grow and grow, and they're very prolific. And they can actually turn into a 5 foot tall bush. You take the cuttings in the fall. If you have a climate like mine that you're going to get frost, you're going to get cold, then you do want to take cuttings like this from the bush, the spinach bush, and it doesn't matter if it's just a stick or if you leave the leaves on it, which these have evidently done when they ship them to me. And you put them in good, rich soil, and you can bring them in the house or in your greenhouse and winter them over the winter and plant them again back out in the summer. So your main plant is probably going to die. But you take the cuttings off that plant, you can have, I have 3 here, but by the end of the summer, I could take cuttings before winter. These main ones will die, but I could take, who knows how many cuttings for the next year. So I could have several cuttings for the next year to start over again, just like this. You can trellis them or you can stake the plants. And you prune the vines to create airflow and promote fruiting. So, which the leaves are considered fruiting. But you can, if they get too thick, which they will, they're like a big hedge, you can kind of thin it out and give it some good airflow so that it'll be healthier for the plant. And you get better quality of leaves on it. And you want to clip off the flowers if it starts to flower. They do not contain any seeds or of any value to the plant. They take energy away from the plant. So if you have a longevity spinach, oh gosh, longevity spinach, then you want to cut the flowers off when you see them coming up, and to keep it, not too bushy, and keep the leaves trimmed a little bit. But you can harvest off this plant. Like I said, if you were in areas where you got no frost and no snow, nothing like that, year round, you could have these plants year round. Let me show you some other pictures. So this is what I am going to grow as my Grow Something New for the Grow Something New challenge. And we'll keep an eye on this and see how it works. I'm trying so many new things this year. It's just, I'm all excited. It's just amazing. I got a huge order of good bedding soil, good dirt yesterday. So excited to get my new dirt. My kids asked me what I wanted for Mother's Day, and I said, I want dirt. So I need dirt, more dirt, and I'm growing so much more this year. My garden is really going to be expanding. So, and this is going to be part of it. This is my Grow Something New. Later on in other videos, I'll show you what else I'm growing new. And it's a very exciting year for me this year. So stay tuned and share the journey with me. And you guys have a great day, good evening, good night, whatever time it is for you. And I hope you're having wonderful weather and great growing. So Happy growing, everybody. Bye-bye.